This one is big news for How to Train Your Dragon fans, especially those who love the animated sequel. As filming officially begins on the live-action How to Train Your Dragon 2, a long-missing character has finally been cast, and the choice is already getting people talking. First, a quick recap of where the live-action franchise stands. The second film continues the story of Hiccup and Burke, with Mason Thames returning as Hiccup, Nico Parker as Astrid, and Gerard Butler, once again stepping into Stoic's boots. The cast also includes Nick Frost as Gobber, Julian Dennison as Fishlegs, Bronwyn James as Roughnut, Gabriel Howell as Snotlout, and Harry Trevaldwyn as Toughnut. On top of that, Kate Blanchett reprises her role as Valka, while Olafur Darri Olafsson takes on the villainous Drago. But one character was noticeably absent from all earlier announcements. That mystery has now been solved. Phil Dunster, best known for playing Jamie Tart in Ted Lasso, has officially been cast as Eret. The announcement landed just days after director Dean DeBlois confirmed that cameras are rolling, making it clear this was a deliberate holdback rather than an oversight. In the animated How to Train Your Dragon 2, Eret starts out as a dragon trapper working for Drago before undergoing a major shift in loyalty. He is not just a side character, he plays a crucial role in the sequel and remains important in the hidden world, which strongly suggests Dunster's version of Eret is here to stay for multiple films. Originally, Eret was voiced by Kit Harington, and the character's arc required a mix of swagger, menace, and eventual redemption. Casting Dunster makes a lot of sense when you think about it. His work on Ted Lasso showed he can balance charm and arrogance with surprising emotional depth, which fits Eret perfectly. This casting news also comes at a moment when expectations for the sequel are already sky high. The first live-action How to Train Your Dragon, released in 2025, earned over $636 million worldwide. That box office success alone guaranteed a sequel. But what really raised the bar is the reputation of the animated second film. Among fans, How to Train Your Dragon 2 is often considered the strongest entry in the trilogy. The live-action adaptation now carries the pressure of living up to that legacy. With a strong critical and audience response to the first live-action film, the sequel needs to expand the world, deepen the emotional stakes, and justify its scale. Eret's inclusion is a big step in that direction. There is also an interesting side effect to Dunster's casting. His involvement helps explain why he is reportedly absent from the upcoming fourth season of Ted Lasso. Scheduling conflicts had already been mentioned, and with How to Train Your Dragon 2 now actively filming, even a brief Jamie Tart appearance looks unlikely. From a career perspective, this move signals Dunster's transition into major blockbuster territory. Joining a proven franchise at this stage, especially in a role with long-term narrative importance, positions him for a much larger presence in studio films going forward. The film is currently slated for a theatrical release on June 11, 2027. With production underway, a fan-favorite character now locked in, and the core cast returning, the pieces are falling into place for one of the most anticipated fantasy sequels of the decade. If the live-action sequel manages to capture the emotional weight and spectacle of its animated counterpart, Eret's storyline could become one of the defining elements of the film. So how do you feel about Phil Dunster stepping into Eret's role? Does this casting give you more confidence in the live-action sequel, or are you still cautious after the first film? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more casting updates and franchise news.